if it's true or false. True, you raise your hands, you vote. And one's excellent student will surely be an excellent teacher. Is that true? No. Why not? Why not? An answer? Yes?
There are different skills. To be a good student, you have to receive information well.
Excellent.
Otherwise, you have to give it.
Okay, so a receiver is not a giver. Okay, once a successful teacher, you do not need any more training. False. Why? Because we always learn. Okay, yes?
Because it's called CPD, continuous professional.
Oh, development. Okay. A teacher cannot tell what each student's strengths are. Is that true? So if you're teaching, can we or can we not tell the strengths of our students? Can you tell what the strengths of your students are? They're visual, they have the math intelligence, they have the verbal lingual intelligence, they're skilled, they can use their body, etc. Can you or can you not?
To a certain degree.
Okay.
You're interested enough. You can choose to.
Should we be or not?
Yeah.
So we should be. So we can tell what the strengths of our students are. If teachers ask students about their lives, this is interference. Is that true?
No.
Depends on
No.
the person.
So what's your response? What's your comment on this?
How far you go.
Yes.
Depends on how far you go and whether you get into things that are really none of your business. But drawing people into their own experiences with learning is very useful.
Thank you so much. It's their own experiences that they bring to the classroom and they share with the other classmates and with the teachers as well. The teacher should repeat the explanation twice and in exactly the same way. Rote learning is the best strategy. Is that true? No. So, what's your comment on the first part of the question? Should we repeat twice? Yes. Should we repeat the same way? No. So, it's like we've got, I think said, so we've got the visual students, we've got the auditory students, we've got different types of students, and we've got different intelligences. So if we average students, we explain in two different ways, we guarantee that we reach most of our students in the classroom. So we have to teach in two different ways. Is it difficult to integrate videos into the curriculum? Difficult if we don't know how to use technology. If a student does not understand what the teacher is explaining, then he or she is a slow learner. Do we say it or not? Do some teachers say it or not?
Yeah.
If you don't understand, I repeat the same way, you still don't understand, please tell me. If you don't understand, I repeat. And then the student says, Miss, I didn't understand. The second time I say, are you? So I start labeling my students as if they shouldn't be asking for more explanations. Critical thinking and problem solving are skills that only secondary students need to possess. So when do we start?
Nursery.
Yes. So they have their own thinking skills and it's the approach, right? So it's the whole thing and we come up with this, okay, we get to the conclusion. There's nothing called interdisciplinary connection. So the history is not connected to geography, not to math, etc. Is this true? No. So there is a great connection between the different disciplines. Successful people are born with the leadership skills and interpersonal and social skills. Are they born or not? So it's like we're giving, we don't have any hopes in our students if they don't have this kind of leadership trait. True? So which is wrong. Teaching to the test, that is the official exams at the end, is important? Necessary, yes. But
It is important, but that doesn't mean it's everything.
but the thing is,
If your students pass the test, but they also need much broader.
But do we teach students that test? I mean, that's how the test appears in the official examination. So we teach the same way, we cut it short, and we teach you the same way how to respond to such questions. Or do we equip our students with some skills?
In that case, you need to prepare for the rest.
That's it. But the thing is, you have to equip them with certain problem-solving and critical thinking skills. True. Okay. It's frustrating to students if they are required to do presentations.
For some students.
Some students, why? Because we're not preparing them. Okay, we're not doing the modeling. We're not making things easy. اليوم بدي أعملكم كيف نعمل presentation. وبفرجيهم إنه أنا يا لطيف شو خايفاني. So the thing is, we do part of the teaching by modeling. If we scare them off presentations, that's how they're going to feel about it. The teacher cannot conduct the lesson outside the classroom. Which is wrong. Okay, most of the teachers do not do it, but in the classroom. Parent group create messy classes and unhealthy environment. When
It's a messy classes, but it's not unhealthy.
it's a healthy environment, it's a healthy sign. Yes, because it's us, it's we who can create the healthy environment. The content matter does not necessarily relate to students' lives, so why should the teacher impose it? Is this true? Should it relate to their lives or not? Should we teach them how to do it by transferring an outside situation? Yes. So it's wrong. The use of technological devices in class is confusing, time-consuming, and not suitable for all students. Probably yes. Okay, that's the last question. It's not totally no, but the thing is, we have to be trained ourselves to do it. It shouldn't be frustrating. It didn't work. Okay, I'll do my presentation without the PowerPoint and the technology. Okay? So, now, in a classroom situation, there is the teacher, the instructor, students, the content. What makes the difference is the teaching approach. Okay? The content is fixed, the number of students is there, their strengths and weaknesses are there. We need to know them, we need to address our students according to their abilities. So, the whole difference is made by the teaching approach. Now, back up. The teacher-centered approaches, as we said, the teacher is the center of, is the focusing in the classroom, so the teacher is the one who disperses knowledge. The teacher spends most of the time talking. Did I do that? Was it difficult? Is it difficult for any teacher to start the communication with the students, to go by voting, who can give a response, etc.? It's not that difficult. The teacher is teaching the subject to a whole group of students. They are the group, one for all. And there's no kind of communication between the students. No one student is allowed to answer another student or to comment on a specific statement said by another student. So the teacher is the controller there. The teacher is the one who says yes or no. The teacher is the person who gives the correct material, knowledge. Okay? The individuality of the teacher and the collective nature of the students. Practice is characterized by the separatedness of the subject matter. So students do not relate to their own lives, and there is no use of technology. The student-centered, that's what we did. There is a kind of communication. The teacher gives the piece of information and gives chances for students to show their knowledge. There's a kind of interaction between students. It's just the opposite of the teacher-centered approach. Okay? So we do recognize the individual learning needs, and we address those needs. Now, did I do it as a teacher-centered or a student-centered? Did I do my presentation in what way? Was it teacher-centered? It was student-centered. So you did the interaction, you answered my question. So that's as simple as that. The student-centered approach is easy to do when we teachers believe that we can do it. We can still control our students in the classroom, though we give them the chance to tell and say what they have to say, right? That's the whole difference. Can you, who believes teacher-centered approaches are still the best in a classroom? Should teachers be trained? Should they keep going on training and development? Thank you so much. The question is,